I watched these women listening, and it was as though they were listening with their whole bodies. Their body was completely still, and everything was coming in. It's a sort of active listening, which actually is what we do as actors.
Hi, so
Hi.
I'm Carla from Cineworld. I'm really excited to be here. So, first question is, I know that Richard was really excited to have both of you on board, but what made you want to be involved in the project?
The writing, for me, as soon as I read the script. I mean, apart from the fact that it's Richard and Emma and Duncan and everyone else involved with it, which is amazing anyway, the writing is just so incredible and so engaging. So as soon as I read the script, I knew it was something really, really special, something that I really connected with, and something that I wanted to try and be involved with.
No, the writing, always the writing. And I'd never seen a judge who was a woman before. A new kind of role, a very new world to explore. The chance, the privilege of going backstage at the law courts and seeing how they do it and what they're like, and meeting female judges in the High Court who are just the most extraordinary people I've ever met, like superheroes, actually. Amazing, wasn't it? It was an amazing experience, really. We were so lucky because we got to go in there, because we had this brilliant judge who actually made that decision, the High Court decision on the Jehovah's Witness actual case, who was with us all the time. He's one of the nicest men I've ever met.
Yeah, he's lovely.
Genuine and authentic and kind and compassionate and somehow just decency incarnate.
I'm very interested as well.
Interested.
Like, really locks in.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like he's still got that capacity that judges have. It's funny, isn't it, actually, hearing you talk about the Jehovah's Witnesses and the fact that they really focus and listen. And that makes you feel really different. And it's the same with judges. They have to listen. And I watched these women listening, and it was as though they were listening with their whole bodies. Their body was completely still, and everything was coming in. It's a sort of active listening, which actually is what we do as actors. If you're not really listening, even in a conversation, you know, in a conversation you'll be thinking about what you're going to say next, which means you're not listening. Listening is a huge part of human contact. Massively important.
Totally.
I'm always too busy. The law can take over your life.
You coming to bed?
Is tomorrow the case?
Okay. My lady, they're ready for you.
Court rise. There's some very dramatic scenes and quite hard scenes to watch, so I imagine it was probably quite difficult to film as well. So was there anything that you did on set to kind of get away from that and relax and have a bit of fun?
We laughed.
Laughed, just lots of jokes in
Lots of
between
jokes.
scenes and takes. I think it's, well, we talked about it earlier, it's key, I think, on a film set. Especially like with this film, there isn't a single scene that me and Emma have together which isn't up there.
Yeah.
Like intensity.
Dramatically, it's absolutely at the peak of intensity, of dramatic intensity. There are no scenes that aren't like that.
Every single one is so highly charged that you need to find a way to have a joke and have a laugh and decompress, because it will just drag you down otherwise, and definitely kind of affect your mood.
The applicant, Adam, has leukemia. However, the boy and his parents are Jehovah's Witnesses, and it's contrary to their faith to accept blood into their system.
I would like to hear from Adam himself.
So you've come to change my mind.
In the film, there's a bit of a theme around music, and so both of you play an instrument in the film. So in the real world, do you guys play music? Like, are you into playing instruments?
Yeah, not as much recently, but I used to quite a lot.
The guitar.
The guitar.
His dad's a musician.
Yeah, my dad's
Wonderful.
a musician, so I play a bit of guitar. I used to play the drums a bit and sing a little bit. I don't really do it that much anymore, but yeah, here and there. Yeah.
I used to play the piano, so I learnt that piece, which we played live and everything. And I've sung professionally, but when I'm not doing it professionally, I don't do it, and that's really sad. I really regret it, that I didn't carry on playing the piano just as a matter of course. It's a discipline. It's a discipline. And so when I have free time, what I do is read. And actually, I wish I could just get up and get back into playing the piano. It's one of my big regrets that I let that go.
Why is a blood transfusion wrong?
Why is anything wrong? Torture, lying, being unfaithful in your marriage.
What is the point of your silence?
People think you've been influenced by your parents. Somehow I've got to decide.
And obviously, as a cinema chain, we have a lot of people who really love watching films and going to the cinema. To you personally, like for each of you, what is your favourite part about going to the cinema?
I love going to the cinema. I love it. I love it almost more than going to the theatre, although I love going to the theatre as well, actually. But for me to get out and go and see a film in the cinema when the lights go down and you think, and because you sort of forget yourself, isn't it? What it is for me is I sit there and I sink into the darkness so that I'm part of the darkness, and then I can just, you know, watch this story and really feel it, you know, and come out feeling different.
Totally.
What for you?
You're kind of in limbo for a while, aren't you?
Yes.
There's no distractions.
There's no you.
There's no like, you know, people talking to you. There's no phones. There's no technology around.
You can't get up and make a cup of tea.
Exactly. You're kind of forced to sit there and just totally focus on this thing. I think there's also something about the kind of collective focus of that many people in one room, just really focusing on one thing, which is really
All three people in
interesting.
one room.
Yeah.
That's the case, maybe.
Yeah, true.
Adam, remember all of life and love.
It was a day of anguish at the World Courts of Justice.
My lady, they're ready for you.